Hey everyone, this week I'm sort of trying to concentrate and get some enthusiasm going for winter crops. So I've decided that first of all I was going to draw a map of my garden with all the beds. I've just numbered them or labelled them, bed 1, bed 2, bed 3, etc. I didn't even know that I had 10. Those ones over there, 4 and 5, don't get used very often because they're, I don't know, they just don't do well with plants in them. So, and then what I did was created a list. So some are 10, 11. That's what I had in those beds now, or just recently. And autumn winter 11 is what I'm going to put in now. So bed 1 I'm going to put in onions. Bed 1 is that one along the fence. I'm just going to fill that with onions because they can stay over there. It doesn't matter if they take a long time. They can stay there for a bit. So kale, beans, cabbage, lettuce, silver beet, spinach, kohlrabi. Bed 4 is that little one over there. I know in winter it gets 0 sun, so there's not real much point in putting anything in there. Climbing beans, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, broad beans, Swedes, parsnips, turnips, and pumpkin. Pumpkin's bed 10, which is where they are at the moment. So to get it going, I thought, oh yeah, I've got all of these little peat pellets, so I'm going to use them. So I just stuck them in this tray and got a bucket of water, and I just put a bit of water in there, and like about 3 minutes ago, about a minute before I started filming, and they've already fattened up. So just put a little bit more in. Mozzie on my head. You can actually watch them fatten up and rise. It's very interesting. It's a bit wonky. There's some over here. So yeah, I'm just going to let them get wet, and they can stay in that tray. And I've got my seeds here, so Brussels sprouts. I've actually got a few different types. So the Diggers ones I'm going to try and use first, because those are the good quality. Not that Yates aren't, but and the ones from my friend, and they're going to be different ones. So this one's Brussels sprouts ruby. So burgundy red sprouts, that should be interesting. Kale, we've actually got heaps of different types of kale. There's red, black. Oh, it's black again. Oh, I thought it was a different one. And there's 3 different types of Brussels sprouts, 2 different types of kale, cauliflower, mini and purple cape, broccoli romanesco. The onions, these are early Californian reds, but they're early harvest. On the back of the packet it says mid-season maturing onion, but it's actually early planting. So I'm going to get those in first, and I'll actually do some more later on. See, these are also sweet red, and it says up here underneath the edge early maturing. So we put the early ones in now, and Hunter River white. In a few weeks time I will then put in some different types, the later ones, mid and then late season, and Swedes and turnips. So out of my list of things that I wanted to plant, there's a few things missing that I don't have, so I have to go on a search for those. I'm sure Diggers will have them. And then the other thing I've got is from last season. These are actually out of the top of the garlic flower. Some little, I assume they're little garlic cloves, which look like seeds. So I'm going to try and plant them. Well, they're starting out pretty little, but there's a whole heap of them in there. So you can never have too much garlic, can you? We add it to everything. So that's my project at the moment. So I'm sure you know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to poke my finger in the little peat pot here, which makes a little hole. And don't do it too deep this time. Last time I did it a bit deep, depending on how deep the seeds need to go. So onions I'm actually not going to do in these ones, peat pots. I'm going to do them in trays. Just wait for these guys to soak up that little bit extra, and we'll start getting them ready.